Sunil Chhetri is an emotion for every Indian sports fan. 150 matches and we celebrate the talisman. What a journey it has been. 93 goals and counting. He has been emblematic of excellence in Indian football for the longest time. Leader par excellence, he has defied every norm. Been a story for the ages. Inspired every footballer in that dressing room. If you speak to Indian footballers currently in the team, everybody will hail Sunil Chhetri, the legend. If you go and speak to Igor Stimac, he will tell you how important Sunil Chhetri is and will also say that the head coach wants Sunil to continue for as long as he can. He's a good habit. Sunil Chhetri is all about discipline, about commitment and about passion. If you speak to fans, they will tell you that Sunil Chhetri is a role model for the ages, someone who believes that he can excel and in doing so transfers the idiom of excellence to everyone following. With Sunil Chhetri around, Indian football can aspire to dream to making it big, aspire to dream to have the best habits inculcated among the next generation of footballers. Work the hardest, stay committed and bleed blue every time you step out on the pitch. We spoke to the coach, we spoke to the fans, we spoke to the players and of course we spoke to Sunil as we try to document this journey. 150 and counting. Here's to many more.
We are looking forward for the game. 150 गेम हो रहा है सेट्री का, इसलिए बहुत खुश हूँ और टिकट भी मिल गया हम लोग को. इंडिया जीत गया तो बहुत अच्छा होगा, इसलिए लेट्स गो इंडिया. हाँ, सेट्री का तो गोल देखना चाहता हूँ, बहुत दिन से नहीं देखा सेट्री का गोल.
Very excited about the match because our government is promoting such sports in our state. So I am looking forward to it and I wish Team India best of luck. I hope we will win the match. Yes, I hope that he scores goals and hopefully that we win the match.
I'm really excited for tomorrow's game and I'm gonna come and see him tomorrow playing his 150 with me. If he scores, it will be memorable for me, but even if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. If he scores or not, I just love him anyway. Win or lose, just every time he scores, it's memorable for me every moment. He's a legend. He's a leader, and he's someone who would bring the team come together as one.
I'm very excited because Sunil Chhetri sir is one of my idol in football. I watch him play every game for India and try to always recreate his moment. Every goal is my favorite. He's just magician. I want him to score a hat-trick. Yes, it will be a dream come true moment.
Genuinely want to go to the last stage of the World Cup qualifiers. That will give us a great opportunity to rub our shoulders with the best in Asia. The more we play against the Uzbek, the Australias, the UAE, the Qatar, the Japan, the Korea, the more answers we're going to get how much we're improving. And I think the way we played against Qatar, one of the things that we understood as a nation is we are improving. It is not that now you're going to see a team which just want to go and defend and just wish. We have an idea, a lot of players are improving, we have improved as a player and collectively we are not scared. We know where we stand. We are very humble. We know we are amongst 14 to 18th in Asia in terms of level. We know we can take from 10 to 14 teams. We played well against Iraq, if you remember. The top 6 teams are still difficult. Playing against Qatar and Australia, Japan, Saudi, South Korea, Iran, the ones who play the World Cup. It's still difficult because the level is completely different. But we're really optimistic. And the only way we're going to improve is to play against these teams very often, quite often. Optimistic, yes. Satisfied, I'm wary of using that word. I generally don't do it because as I said, where we want to reach is a far away destination. I'll tell you something, Baryada, and I hope you understand and your listeners also understand. One motto we have in the national team right now is to create that culture that when you come for the national team, it is to give every inch of yourself. And it is reminded every time we go to the camp. If it's not me, it will be Gurpreet. If it's not me, Gurpreet, then it will be Sandesh or Amrinder or Rahul. We will make sure that we remind that we got to give absolute best. And I'll tell you why we want to give absolute best. It's not because, number one reason is not because we want the country to win stuff. What we really want is to have the culture in the dressing room that this team is going to be better than what it was last year. So that the next youngsters, the Suresh, the Anwar, the Akash, will take the baton forward and they will be better than us. The under 19 will look up to us and say, you know what, we got to be better than them. And like this only a team will come, the under 5, 10, whatever it is, when the difference will be exponential. Right now it will be less. You will not be able to see it. But I want that culture in the dressing room that no matter what, to reach in the best 10 of Asia and to stay there, we all got to improve. And the only way is to put our head down and make sure that every game for the national team is a bloody do and die, pardon my French, but do and die stuff. You give every inch of yourself. Right now, we don't have the sheer quality talent of a Qatar, a Japan, a Korea and all else. In that department, we will not lose, no matter who we face. Yes, the Qatari players are better than us talent-wise. Yes, they were, and we have no qualms of accepting that. But the need and the want and the desire to give everything for our country has to be given in the dressing room. It is bare minimum. And that's the culture I want to take forward to the next generation. And the next generation to the next generation. Everyone, when they come to the national team, they will know that there is no way that this thing is not going to be there. It comes to eating well, making sure that you sleep on right time, do not take any liberties when it's on a national team. And that's the culture we want to take forward. Then what will happen, Marida, is one day will come and you'll see, oh, you know what? Now we press, now we have high tempo, and now we have talented players also. Next generation, oh, you know what? Now we get good finishers also. Next generation, oh, you know what? Now we are a complete team. I can see the legacy or the culture being passed on, which is a great thing. Because in the national team, what I wanted and what I can see now is making sure you're doing everything to improve and to give your best should be bare minimum. There should be no negotiations there. We want to create a very happy space here. But when you are here, you are different and you're the chosen one. There is no chance of being lethargic. There is no chance of not wanting to give your 100%. Some days we're going to win, some days we're going to lose. That's what football is, that's what life is. But when you are given the national team jersey, which is an absolute honor, there are few things that are non-negotiable. And I started it, I can say that without being egoistic. But now when I see a lot of young ones, like Sandesh, like Gurpreet, who are no more young in the team, they are the stars, they follow it and they make sure, with being a good example, everyone follows it.
Yeah, I mean, the guy is relentless, so I cannot, there's not enough words to describe the man. And whenever I sit with him, talk with him, he's always talking about, trying to win not only in BFC but also with the national team, hungry for that third round spot so that India can, go to the next level. And Sunil Chhetri again plays, 2 more years, 3 more years, whatever that is, because physically he's fine. He's taking care of himself really well, and he's at a point where it's all about motivation, and there's enough motivation in his life, especially with Dhruv coming in his life,
And even when Sunil was not playing so many games and not being involved from the start with Bengaluru, we were not worried about him because he knows how to maintain his fitness shape, he knows what it takes to be ready for the national team. So he is my last worry, let's say.